Hey guys, welcome back to BA Adventures. So today,
we're doing a first timers review of Busch Gardens Tampa Bay.
Alright, so we're going to jump right into this as our first time review as going to Busch Gardens. I will say first of all, we had a great time. We did have a great time. It was a lot of fun. The roller coasters are great. But we've got some good, we've got some bad, and we do have some ugly.
It can't be perfect. No part can be perfect.
No part can be perfect. Okay, nope, no part can be perfect. So, anyway, that being said, you want to start with the first thing?
Yes.
What are we going to do first?
Good.
We're going to do good? We're going to start with good? Do we really want to finish on a negative note, though?
No, we don't.
Okay, so let's do one thing good first.
Okay.
And then we'll jump to the bad.
Uh-huh.
And we'll do ugly in the middle.
Okay.
And we'll finish off with some more good.
Yes.
Because we do think that you guys should go to this park. We did have a good time. We do think that you should go to it. So let's start with one good thing.
So Busch has kind of like a rich history with Anheuser-Busch, which is actually in St. Louis here in Missouri.
Yep.
But so it started out as kind of like a beer gardens, and they wanted to incorporate animals, which comes into the zoo aspect.
Correct.
Which I don't think Anheuser-Busch owns Busch Gardens still.
It doesn't own it anymore.
But the history is cool because of the zoo aspect of it is what we're trying to get into here. And I thought the zoo part of it, the animals are so well kept. Mm-hmm. You constantly saw zookeepers or animal keepers out there cleaning, feeding, working with the animals, which I thought was awesome. I really liked that. Yeah,
you could really tell that they cared for the animals that were housed there at the park. I mean, they even have a giant area that I'm sure that you saw in one of our recent videos. This one here of our last day, where in the background as we end it, you can see the Serengeti plains that they have out there, which has giraffes,
meerkats.
Does it have some meerkats out there?
Yeah, there's
okay. Zebras,
yeah.
Were there wildebeest? I don't think they were wildebeest, but there were some gazelles.
Yes.
There were some gazelles. There were giraffes, gazelles.
There's a lot of deer animal type.
Those are the gazelles.
Okay.
Or antelope.
Yes.
One of the two. I think they were antelope because they were bigger because they were itty bitty gazelles running around in a different spot. So there's that.
We're not zoologists.
No, we're not. But there were no big cats out there with them.
True.
Yep. So, all right, let's jump to some bad.
One of my bads is that we were going during Christmas time, right at the week after Christmas, and the park is dark in certain sections of it at night, so it became a little difficult to see the pathways, which I don't think is right because Christmas lights and everything should really light up those areas. Now, during Halloween time when they do their...
Is it Hallow Scare?
I think so. I'm not sure. We haven't been there.
We haven't been.
During that time.
I think it's called the Hallow Scare. There's so many. There's Halloween Horror Nights. There's Biggie's Boo Bash. And like everything just changes so much down there in Florida with their different themes. So like we're not 100% sure. Hallow Scream. It's called Hallow Scream. It is called the Hallow Scream.
We're rookies at all of
we
the
are.
Halloween
We are rookies
time.
for the Florida theme parks. So, well, not much rookies for Universal, but...
All right, so do you want to do a...
Well, so going off of the dark at night thing, this park also has the most Christmas lights of any theme park in Florida also.
Yes, it's beautiful. It really is.
It is. So, there are some dark spots, but your main congested large areas, there is enough light there for you to see and move around. But there, like she said, there are some areas where it is dark, and we're not 100% sure if it's because of the animals seeing that light or anything. But we do also know that we learned from doing the Christmas on Ice thing, which was in this video here.
So neat.
It was very neat. We learned that Busch Gardens has the most amount of lights of any Florida theme park.
During Christmas time.
But we don't know I don't remember how many, but it does say it in that video. So make sure to check that out.
All right, the ugly. One ugly.
One ugly?
So
Okay, we're gonna have an ugly.
My ugly would be is that it's right kind of in the middle of the town.
City.
Or the city. And so you're hearing sirens going off in the park, which you kind of like Disney and Universal do it really well, where you don't see or hear any of that. You're in the park and you're away from reality of the world. And so that's one negative that I really find is an ugly. And the area where Busch Gardens is kind of sketchy when we were getting there. And maybe we came on the backside of Busch Gardens, I believe.
Well, I think we came down just a rough part of the neighborhood at going in. I think that's just where Google took us. Like, we were trying to go to our hotel, and as we were pulling in, we get to where our Google Maps took us, and we look to the right, and it's an abandoned auto body shop. And we're like, we are not staying here. So we went a little further down the road, and we actually found it.
Holiday Inn.
It was a Holiday Inn, yes, which we will get to that, I'm sure, later in this video. But yeah, it looked a little rough. It wasn't right next to Busch Gardens, but it was maybe 2 or 3 blocks away. So there is an area close by that does look like it can be a little rough. But the street that we were on, it wasn't like that.
No.
So,
it's a very busy street, though. I will say that. We're so thankful to have shuttle service.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about that later, too.
Yep. So.
So the next good, we're going to go back to good.
We're going to go back to good.
Is that the park's zoo selection and their decorative areas are so pretty because of the zoo aspect of it that we spent a lot of time just looking at those animals and being in the moment, walking through the kangaroo section and the gorilla section, which just feels like a forest.
Section?
Yeah.
Oh
It
yeah,
feels like a
there
forest.
were some
There's the
gorillas
apes,
out
the
there.
monkeys. So I really liked that. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, they had some American alligators out there. They had an Australian crocodile also.
Yes.
There was even some penguins at one part.
Oh, we love the penguins.
The penguins were awesome. I love penguins. And the cheetahs. Oh my gosh.
Do
that
not
was
miss
awesome.
that.
Don't
miss the cheetah.
Don't. If you're going there for an extended day or for an extended stay, make sure to fit that into one of your days. It's incredible. And it doesn't take long, like 15, 20 minutes tops. So, I mean, if you want to go grab yourself something to eat and watch it, it's incredible. Just watch them run back and forth like that.
So cool.
It is really, really neat. And like we even showed one in this video up here. Also, we were able to go see that.
Let's go into a bad.
Go into a bad?
Yeah, again.
Ooh, bad.
So, if you're going during Christmas time and you're coming after Christmas Day, don't expect to meet the Christmas characters like Rudolph, Santa, and Mrs. Claus, a bottle
Frosty.
of snowman.
Oh, no, Frosty was there. Frosty was there at the front.
Oh, that's
Frosty was there at the front still. So you still got to meet Frosty or a snowman.
Yeah.
Not really sure which one it was.
It may not have been the classic Rudolph characters
the Frosty,
anyways.
yeah.
But, so that was disappointing for us because we were really excited. We had seen videos of this and they look so cool. And the area is really neatly themed for Christmas.
Gosh, yes.
So we were pretty disappointed that we did not get to do that. Even though we understand the concept with children,
Right.
it would have been cool since we're not native Floridians.
Floridians.
that we didn't get to see that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it does make sense because at the end of the day, after Christmas, Santa and Rudolph have to go back to the North Pole to start preparing for next year's Christmas. So that's why they don't have him there or Rudolph. So that made total sense to us also. After we kind of was like, oh, well, that kind of stinks. But then it's like, well, if you think about it, he's really not supposed to be here and thinking about the kids. So there was that. So, all right, what's an ugly?
We're going to do 2 uglies in a row.
We're going to do 2 uglies in a row. Okay.
The staff needs more customer service training.
Oh, no.
We ran into a couple of problems where basically they weren't helpful for us. We had an app issue. The app was re-updated, and when they did that, they did not do wait times.
Yeah.
And so we were asking questions about it, and one of the workers just didn't want to answer us, and he walked away from us. So that was really not the best feeling, especially on
Yeah.
our day one being there full
Yeah,
day.
I kind of walked up and said, "Hey, where are the wait times on the app?" And he said, "Check the app." And we're like, "What?"
We asked where it was
Yeah,
in that.
we were trying to figure out where, because before we went, we were looking at it to try and get familiarized with it, because we know that when we went to Universal, that was a big thing for us, was seeing the app. Oh, wait times this, let's go here. Wait times this, let's go here. And we had the wait times on there, and they updated it. They updated it before we left, and somehow forgot to program the wait times in. Now, since then, I looked at this last night, and they do have wait times for some of the rides. There were some other rides that don't. And actually, let me just look right now and see if we've got that updated, or if they have updated that. Okay.
Because the park should be open right now.
It should be. It should be open right now. So let's see. Click on rides. Yep. We have wait times for a lot of things. Yep. Yeah, there's... Wait a minute. Okay, so there's a 15-minute wait there. Falcon's Fury has a 5-minute wait. So they have actually added times in right there, as you can see. So that's good. So if you are going, the app is a big thing, but for us, it was very ugly for that.
Yeah, just the customer service. And we had ran into a couple other employees when our stuff got stuck in a locker, where we waited about 20 to 30 minutes, and no one was there to help us. No one came and talked to us. We just kind of stood there awkwardly and warned other people not to use the lockers.
At first,
So,
yeah. Well, that set of lockers, because that set of lockers was down.
Yeah.
And it was awful, because we didn't have our cell phones, because we just rode a roller coaster. We didn't have our cell phones. We didn't have our GoPro. We didn't have anything. You know, all we had was us, and it was like, well, I mean, we could go ride Montu, but we want to make sure our stuff comes out because we paid for this.
Yeah.
So that situation can also be talked about right up here in this video.
So the next thing is, I think I'm going to switch it up. When you sponsor a hotel as being part of your organization, you need to make sure they're doing a good job.
Yes.
We stayed at a Holiday Inn, and I have never had a bad issue with a Holiday Inn ever.
No. Now, when we started, it was okay. When we started the stay, it was fine.
It was not cleaned well. There was hair. It just, even in the hallways, it was dirty. We probably should have complained to them and got a new room. But at the time, it was with COVID and everything going on, we just was concerned that we wouldn't gotten another room.
Right.
So we endured it.
With all the policies and stuff.
Yeah, we kind of cleaned our area. We cleaned up things and made sure it was clean for us and sanitary.
One thing that really bothered me was our last day. And I hate to say this, but there were bugs that we found. Not like bed bugs or anything. Nothing like that. Just...
like a roach.
Yeah, roaches. 2 of them. We found 2. And I don't recommend staying there.
No.
Unless they clean it up.
Yeah.
Unless they clean it up. Now there's a Hampton down the road that is also endorsed by Busch Gardens.
We would try that over
the next time, if we choose to stay there again at a place, which I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
We'll go back. We're gonna go back, but I think that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go to that Hampton, not the Holiday Inn. And I think we told our travel agent about this also.
Yeah.
So she knows about it. So she's gonna stop sending people there too, and maybe they'll clean it up. Maybe it'll get cleaned up. We hope so.
Yeah.
We hope so.
Busch Gardens needs to be in the loop with these hotels that they're sponsoring on their website, and needs to know how they care for their customers, because we went there because of Busch Gardens.
Right.
So.
And we hate to talk bad on things, but that's something that we want you guys to know if you ever thought about heading there. Yeah. So, all right.
So we're gonna go to a bad.
We're gonna go to bad. So we're gonna finish positive. We're gonna finish this thing positive.
So basically, you have to pay for your lockers. But I don't like paying for lockers because I've been to theme parks where you don't have to. That's why it's bad. But you can kind of twist it to a good, because while you have to pay for it, Busch Gardens does recognize that you can have a locker move with you.
Yes.
And so it is $8 all day for these lockers to move with you to each ride.
Yep.
That requires a locker, which I like that.
Yeah.
I like that they see that. So they while it's bad, they kind of twist it into more of a positive they're gonna get their money whichever way.
Yeah, you got to put your own special like code and password in, so that way it's unique to you. Every time you make one, you can make it something different. You can make it this, that, whatever, but it does follow you around the park. So one thing, and it took me, actually us, like our second to last day there to figure out how to cancel our rental at the actual locker.
Yeah.
Because every time we would go to a new one, we thought that, hey, you open this, you go, and then you press end session, that it would, or end rental, that it would just end it. But that wasn't the case. You actually had to, I think, hold it while it was closed until it turned green, and then you could walk away from it.
It was a little confusing.
It was a little confusing, but once we figured that out, it was much easier, because we would have to, when we would go get a new one, we had to say, well, we got to end our session here, and then we got to do this. We had to go through so many extra steps. Well, then when we learned this, we walk up and we're like, yeah, which locker you want? This one. Okay. Well, actually, we couldn't pick our locker. It just assigned it, but we were able to go in, put our stuff in, and it was actually, did we have to get 2 lockers or just 1?
We got 1, but they are small.
Well, you weren't carrying a backpack.
Yeah.
So for one person carrying a small backpack, there's like a drawstring, those drawstring knapsack ones, and I'm telling you, small, will fit in there. Something that you can carry around, your sunscreen, a couple snacks,
water bottles,
and a couple water bottles.
Yeah,
will fit in there. And she had a
fanny pack
that fit in there also. And then I was able to put my hats and sunglasses and phone and everything in there. Like, it'll fit all that, but it won't fit a large backpack or a medium-sized one. It'll fit a small one, though. So I think you can buy larger ones, can't you?
I knew
at the front. I think they're at the front.
Yeah, I don't
they're
think
at the very
traveled.
front of the park, and they don't travel.
So that's a problem if you're wanting that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it good.
All right.
I think Busch Gardens has some of the best thrill ride roller coasters. Like, if you're a thrill seeker, that is definitely what you're going to want to do.
Absolutely.
So my favorite rides were Cheetah Hunt.
Yep.
Shikra and Falcon's Fury. They were so intense and so much fun. It really was adrenaline dumps when you're riding them. So that is an amazing theme park aspect for Busch Gardens, I think.
Yeah, if you're an adrenaline junkie, this is definitely the place for you. So we met up with a friend of ours, Lane, and he never rode Tigris before. So we go to get on it, and Tigris is a different roller coaster than I've been on. So it takes you forward and then it rocks you back. Well, after you come back, it shoots you up and you go up this giant thing. Well, you're also twisting. Well, when you get to the top, you have a very, very, very slow barrel roll. Now, Lane is a big guy, not fat. I mean, he's just really, really tall and very muscular because he's a college football player. Well, we get up there and we get that barrel roll and go upside down, and he goes, oh crap. He said he felt like he was about to fall out, and then we went down. He goes, I don't want to do that again. So he got his first taste of Tigris that way. But my favorite rides definitely are Cheetah Hunt, Shikra. Montu was fun. I really liked Kumba the first time I rode it. The second time I rode it, it got a little rough. I think it maybe needs to get a little refurbishment going on. I mean, it's an older ride, but it rides rough. But it's fun. I see it. I mean, it's, I see the thrill in it. So it's a lot of fun. But Cheetah Hunt rivals Hagrid's for me. Hagrid's is definitely my favorite roller coaster that I've ever been on, just by the aspect of what you're riding on, the motorcycle part of it. It's a different feel, because Cheetah Hunt, you're sitting there, you got the straps over you, and you're holding on like this, and you're going. And I even have a POV of that on our channel, so I will mark that up here as well. That being said, tons of fun. It is a lot of fun. It just doesn't have the same aspect as Hagrid's. It feels the same, but just doesn't have the same aspect.
It's smooth.
Yes, it is.
I think that's what I enjoyed it, and it's the longest roller coaster in Busch Gardens. It takes up half the park.
Is it the longest roller coaster in Florida?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. The
Let us know
Velocicoaster.
about that.
Yeah, make a comment
Yeah.
down below and let us know if it is the longest one. If not, it might be the Velocicoaster. Because I hear that it's very similar.
Well, it stretches out throughout the park, which is
Yeah,
cool.
it goes from one end of the park all the way to the other out by the Serengeti Plains. So it is a very, very long coaster. So anyway, is that all of our good, bad, and ugly? Oh my gosh. Well, I guess that's all that we've got for you guys today. I hope you really like our review. So, well, I'm gonna ask: are we gonna go again?
I want to check out their Halloween time. I would
think I do
definitely think that would be cool because I hear, and correct me if I'm wrong, people, it rivals with Universal's horror.
Halloween Horror
Yeah.
Nights? Really?
That's what I hear. So I think it'd be cool to check out.
I think it would be too. I think we may have to do that sometime. Go down there during Halloween time and see it. So, anyway, yep, I want to go back too, and I agree. I want to go see it during that time too. And with their fireworks display that they had for Christmas,
It is so
I
neat.
bet you their 4th of July is incredible also. So I kind of want to go check that out at some point too. But anyway, with that being said, I think that we're gonna be done with this video. So we hope that you enjoyed this review and it helps you guys make a decision on going, because we do recommend going. It's a lot of fun, especially if you like a lot of roller coasters and animals.
Yeah.
So, and the food was good too. Yep, it was actually good for theme park food. So anyway, with that being said, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and that
Bell notification button.
so you don't miss out on any of our videos. So,
Ring on the next adventure.
bye guys.